the start or the core of your heart memorial. We know it's a heart, we know it's here, so we have our tag right here. I'm going to get glass on this rod. The molten glass is furnace right here behind me. Okay. So I'm going to stick this into the molten glass, get a bunch of it on there, and then I'll come back and we'll go from there, right?
Okay. I won't make any sudden moves.
You stay still, they walk around.
I know.
It's when we start moving around that they get nervous.
Right.
I'm always a little nervous. So now I have glass on here, but I have to cool my rod off so I can handle it. It's kind of hot.
Okay.
When you stick metal into 2,000 degrees, for some reason it gets hot. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, exactly. You can see now this is the glass on the pipe. It's kind of moving like honey a little bit. It's cooling down very rapidly. So what I'm going to do is like roll it out on this table. I'm going to pick up the gold and the silver Dichrome glass over here. Okay. And then I'll show you what that looks like. We'll go from there. All right. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I know I'm talking a mile a minute.
That's all right.
All right, so now you can see those two pieces of glass I picked up. That's the silver and that's the gold. The silver's pretty sparkly already, but the gold is, you can see it's gold, but as it gets hot and I work in, it's going to get really sparkly and bright. But you can see the glass, even though it's glowing, it's not moving anymore. So heat it back up. And once it gets hot enough, I'm going to come pick up the color of the ash right there. So you're in a perfect spot to watch all of that happen.
So what do you use to make it pink? What compound? You know?
Gold actually makes pink. Gold and a couple other things.
Yeah.
Gold makes it red when you're melting it, and cadmium, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has chemistry. If I did that, I wouldn't be blowing glass. I could make real money.
He said that's all chemistry. I did that. I would be
Have to wear a lab coat.
I need to close that.
So there's the pink, and now here's the ash.
Okay.
They are all.
There you go. See, and now all this stuff's on the surface, so I have to get it all melted in, so it sticks to the glass and becomes all homogenized. But once that's all melted in, I'm going to stuff it in this little cup here by my foot. That's called an optic mold, and that basically puts ridges in the glass, which end up melting out, but where the ridges come together, it creates an intense line of color. It's really nice design element inside of the memorial.
Donald, does amber have gold in it as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
It does? Okay.
So now you can see there's those ridges in it. You can see like both of the dichrome glass starting to sparkle. But now it's, once again, too cold to work, so it's back to the heat.
Yeah.
And the next thing I'm doing, I'm going to come over to the metal table here and start all the colors twisting around the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, amber. I thought amber did as well, but pink and red and amber are the most expensive glasses because it actually does all have gold inside. And then cobalt metal is blue.
And the price of gold isn't too low.
Alright, so now I just start rolling across this table and kind of pushing down. So you can see how everything's twisting around the outside now. Now you can really see what I mean about the gold and the silver really sparkling. So you can see now I have to bring all that stuff together on the tip. So it's back to the heat, and then I'm going to sit on my bench and use my tools, and I have to cut the very little tip of that off. That'll bring all the colors together and make that final swirl that you see at the front of your heart. So I just use my jacks here and I start squeezing down gently, and that continues that swirl all the way up to the tip there. And I use these shears to just grab that little bit and keep twisting. And then now you can see there's the twist right on the tip there. But you can see how it's all kind of warped still. So it's one last time for the heat for me. And then I'm going to sit at my bench and I shape it up nice and round. And that way air can gather on it really easily for you. It makes this job a little bit easier.
time just in case. Are you sure you don't want to starfish?
So your
That's
made of
perfect.
cherry wood, and it's got carbon on the inside and some water. That way the hot glass doesn't stick to it.
Yeah.
So I can roll it back and forth and kind of use the block to shape this gather into a nice round shape. And then Eric's going to be very happy with me. Put the swirls on center. Well, that's happy as Eric gets. We'll put it that way.
It's still early in the week, so.
It is. 2 first afternoons.
Hi, I'm Eric, and I'm going to sculpt your heart. So it's not crazy hot, so we get the, up close look at everything there. So everything, the ashes, the color, and everything is still on the surface. So the next step before we start sculpting is I have to seal the ashes and then mold them clear. So I'm just going to, there's a big refractory bowl in there, full of that glass. I'm going to take a quarter of the dog fish, plunk it in there, I'll let most of it run off, keep it nice and layer down. Hey, check it out real quick, it totally changes all this, magnifies everything.
What he meant to say is, I'm Eric, I'm very happy with the job done.
Oh yeah, and it's gorgeous.
That's what he meant to say.
He'd let you know, right?
Yeah.
You guys.
Oh well. We work together a lot.
We prefer openness cost.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
Very magnified looking.
A lot of depth
And the
to it.
little bubbles that are in her ash line, those are created by her ashes. So everybody makes their own little bubble trail.
So if you want to follow me,
Silver square.
just kind of hang out in that area there. So that's kind of what happened like running some of rock right now. The surface is super hot and molten still, and the core is relatively cold. So I gotta go in the reheating chamber here, bring some heat into the core so I can start sculpting.
Like looking into the sun.
It is. He's looking through welding glasses, and so am I.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Welding glass is nice.
You're okay for a little longer. This torch back there, you got a plate for you to use.
All right, so it's moving around in there, so I know we're good to go. And this is a block just like Donald's, just a little bigger. And I'm just gonna cool the surface down a little bit real quick. And this all happens kind of rapidly because I have about 30 seconds or 45 seconds of time to manipulate everything. And that's gonna be the point of your heart. And the next step is called fire polishing. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I just put the memorial in the flame to smooth out any ripples or rock marks or anything I might have in there. Do is I'm going to take this tool called jacks. I'm going to create a jack line or a constriction here, and that's where the heart will eventually separate from the pipe, and then you can finish the bottom and put your ID mark on there. So I'm using this press there just to tool that one spot, so it's smooth right there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna finish cooling down that restriction point that Eric started. Make sure it's the right temperature to break off, and it's not gonna take anything with it or not pop off. But you can see we're not moving anymore. It's a pretty good indicator. Alright. So now I'm gonna make sure you got your right sticker. Right. That up. I got DeeDee. I got DG down here. So we're all set. And then I'm gonna take my tool here, score that restriction line. Make sure that's really good. Knock it off. Alright, and then I'm gonna hand him the piece of
Christina?
There we go. I'm gonna use this cord. And now I'm just gonna clean up that break-on point. And you can get a little closer soon. You'll see soon. Yeah, you'll see right now. See those bubbles starting to form? That's actually the glass boiling, getting so hot. And so I need to pretty much that off a little bit. Back it hot again. Do the same thing. I'm gonna pull upright. Check it out. Looks like I missed just a little bit up here. Bring that back down. I'm just gonna fire polish it after I pluck all this off. Alright, so looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna get the whole surface hot. I'm gonna use my flattening tool here to make sure it sits nice and flat. Now we're nice and hot. Come in, apply pressure downward. Now, you can take a look really quick. You can see a left tool marks behind it. See those little ripples in there? So I'm going to take the torch and I'm just going to fire polish that out so it's nice and smooth glass again. Just go around. Slowly just melt it all out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking pretty good. So now I'm just going to heat up this top point right here where I'm going to put the initials in. Nice and hot. That's right here. Take my initials, DG. Stamp it into the top. That's about it.
And just so you know, she's everywhere right now. She's at all three stations right at this moment.
Yeah.
Just for another few seconds.
So if you want to take a look, you can see it's nice and smooth. I'll put it over one spot. Product. I'm going to put it in the box for you.
What was the pub's name?
Here, I'll my glove on, I'll flip it over once more. But you have a second, I'll flip this for you. Alright, so you can take a look if you want to.